Vocalist Epilogue, Season 1.
Agile Vocalist was at first called Wasting Water. It began during a drought in our bathroom. I knew that my most creative, uninhibited, and vocally expressive places were the shower and the car, but I also suspected I wasn't the only one who felt freest in those places. I set out to shine a light on sound creators and the arts, two passions of mine. As I continued interviewing guests, the theme of bathrooms and cars started to come up in interviews without me asking.
The idea was to bring music into the bathroom because it was the best place to rehearse after all. It's got the best echo.
I've been a professional beatboxer for, I'm going to say, over 20-something years. I've crossed the threshold from doing it at home in the shower to someone who actually gets paid to do it. And that really is the qualifier for professional. Like, if you get paid to do it, then you're a professional.
Why aren't you smiling, sir? We don't understand.
You know, obviously, acoustically, those tiles help a lot.
That's right.
So we all sound a little better.
We all sound it's that echo or something.
Because you have a little reverb going on.
Right. But
I get my greatest ideas in the shower or driving.
Driving.
It's and these days it's actually while I'm on my bike. I actually sing and hum to myself on my bike. I'm on my bike a lot.
Whenever we go on car rides, the car starts with the song. Car drives definitely are my favorite, especially when I'm driving to work. That's when I actually get to practice a lot.
Yes.
Sing and practice, experiment, I do a lot of that. So a part of me is kind of looking forward to going back to work and those car drives.
And then I would go home and I would sing in the car. I drove my family insane because I sang all the time. They couldn't stop me. We'd go on trips. I would be singing.
Beyond the shower and the car, I encouraged several of my guests to imagine the future, free from the grip of the pandemic. What, in one of the darkest times in history for the performing arts, would they bring forward in time? What undeniable silver linings would stay woven amid the fabric of their art?
Well, I think because the technology actually works, that it is a definite possibility that people who are living relatively far apart can make music together and can even be in bands together, and at the very least can rehearse together.
I love the in-person work.
Yeah.
And so personally, I would imagine a combination.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the factors of my whole career, because there aren't that many music thanatologists, has been people call me and they say, can you drive 500 miles away to play? You're the only one I know who's nearby. Can you drive 500 miles tomorrow to play for my loved one? And I've always had to say no. But now I know something new, which is I can play for that person remotely. And it really solves the problem for a very small field.
Yes.
That, has wanted to serve more patients, but hasn't always been able to.
In my first year, I learned to act on my instincts and create a world where we finally recognize artists are our most forgotten essential workers. The journey from concept to execution is a rough one that requires constant practice.
I always know what I want it to sound like in my head.
Yeah.
It's a matter of if I'm talented enough or skilled enough to make that come out of the speaker.
Thank you to all my guests, my listeners, supporters, and creative contributors. I look forward to continuing to light up your ears and minds so we all recognize the power of sound as essential to our humanity.